All right, guys, we'll be getting started shortly. I just had a last minute preparations. All right, let's see. Are we live? Just about ready. Sorry for the feedback. Yo, what's up, Baronator? What's up, Gogs? What's up, Richard? All right, guys, we're getting started very shortly here. We've got some new exciting things to try out. All right, guys. So, some of you were here yesterday. Baronator, welcome back. Gogs, welcome back. Richard, welcome back. Richard, I hope your buddy's doing good. I hope you're doing good. Dovid, welcome back. I didn't change any settings and I got your notification today. Baronator, trying to catch up on some college-type stuff work. Well, instead, let's play a kids game. Hey, guys, so I have added something. Oh, man, I thought I had everything ready. But I don't have the Hall of Support board next to me. Oh, right there. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. I have been working around the clock trying to improve this for you guys. I was up till 6 in the morning. I went to bed and I woke up and have just been go, go, go. Yesterday you didn't get it. Well, I'm glad you got it today. We got all champions in right now. Guys, so we are now going to be going back and forth between card games and board games. Well, the board game, we're always going to be playing the card games. And if you guys, when you guys earn a point, every time you earn a point, you have an opportunity to earn a bonus point on the board. For example, if you earn a point, I will put your piece on the board. I'll roll it and put your piece on the board and stuff. When you enter the board, you are numbered how you enter the board, and you have a chip corresponding with your number. We have number 1, 2, all the way up to infinity. I have 800 chips. However, I would like to do something special for everybody in the Hall of Support. So everybody in the Hall of Support may choose a game piece unique to them. There are no two pieces alike. No two pieces alike. My bad, Gogs. We'll change it. It will be going back and forth between a few setups. Baronator, I'm glad you're here, and I would like to offer you the opportunity. I know yesterday I had really bad pieces to choose from. Really bland, boring pieces, and I'm sorry about that. I came up with the idea a few minutes before I even started, so I scrambled. Baronator, I know yesterday you chose the bishop. However, I'm going to allow you to choose a different piece. I'm going to give you one free token. You, Bronny, and Javier, because I did not have any good pieces. I mean, these are the pieces they got yesterday, which the chess pieces are still cool, but I mean, Bronny got this, like this was like peak what was in yesterday. Now we have really cool things. So, Bronny, Javier, and Baronator are all going to get one free token at any time. They can change their original piece back. How this works is if you donate, depending on how much you donate, there are different tiers to the level of pieces, and the pieces are kind of, they relate to the price. Now, this is something extra for people who donate. This does not affect the gameplay. It does not make anything unfair. It is just for aesthetics, and it is just for something extra, a fun way to support the channel. And it's not only if you donate, but if you buy the book as well. There's just different ways. So, Baronator, since you bought the book, and it's all tiered, you can change your piece with any piece in here or here. For here, it's $4.98. or less. For here, it's between or $9.98 and less. For yeah, so it's just tiered and stuff. I'll get to it if somebody really cares. Yo, Javier, I hope you got my text. And when you guys choose a piece, just like a Fortnite skin, yeah, kinda. Yeah, just kinda, but it's yes, same thing. Aesthetics only. It does not affect anything, and you do not get any extra special treatment for supporting the channel. This is just a fun way to add just a fun element to where we can help the channel grow and you guys can get something in return. No two pieces are alike. And there will be more things added. I have some things coming in the mail. I went through a bunch of thrift stores today. We even have Ozzy Osbourne in here for $20. We have Master Chief. Got a lot of fun, cool stuff, guys. I did get some, what are these, Monopoly pieces as requested. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick it off. I just wanted to introduce that real quick. All right, hold on. I'm going to catch up with you guys real quick. I just don't have the best setup right now, but I'm still working on it. I'm trying to work on your guys' experience better than mine. Let me go ahead and catch up with you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and start. Been a hard couple weeks. Good to chill for a bit. Awesome. Is there not a bear for Barinator and a goat for Javier? Javier does have a goat coming in. I got him a goat, and I'm just kind of waiting for it to come in. You kind of want the orange robot. Where do you see an orange robot? Oh, this? Oh, this is from Halo. This is a character from Halo, and you are in that tier because you bought the book, and the book was $9.99. And if you spend anywhere between $9.99 or $19.99, either on a book, one of my products, or donating, then so you're in this tier. It's a range. So yes. So do you want the Halo guy? If you want the Halo guy, I will trade your piece. You guys are only allowed one piece per player, and you can donate again to change out your piece, but then your old piece goes back in. All right, guys, we're getting started soon. Oh, Gogs, congratulations on your marriage. Walt isn't loving it, but I'm sure they will. That's right, Richard. Gotta provide for the family. Yo, Bronny, what's up? No, I'm in the same exact room. Yeah, the Halo guy. Barinator, you want the Halo guy? All right, cool. All right. Bronny, I don't know if you were here the last few minutes, but I added tiers to the donations, and I'm giving you, Javier, and Barinator. Well, Javier has already cashed in on his, and now Barinator has too. Javier chose the knight, and once his goat's in the mail, once his goat is in, he's going to be the goat. Barinator, you are changing your bishop for the Halo guy. So now, Barinator, this is who you are every time we play. You can trade this at any time with another donation. Other than that, this will always be yours, and there will only ever be one orange Halo guy in the entire game. So this is your avatar now. All right, so let me update my system for this. Bronny, I'm also giving you one free trade-in because yesterday the pieces sucked for options. Bronny, you're currently this red thing. Since you bought my book, you can trade this. Bronny, since you bought my book, that puts you anywhere in the first 3 tiers. So you can, at any point, and you don't have to do it today, you can literally do it at any time. You can trade this piece for any piece from the first 3 tiers. So, and I'm tiering it based on money because they support the channel and on uniqueness because there will never be duplicates. So you take your time. New things will be added every single week. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit of an extra setup today. I still haven't figured out how to word that to be the most fluid. And I have a very fun game for you guys tomorrow. All right, Baronator, you are Orange Halo guy. All right, guys, we're just about to get started. I think we're caught up. Bronny, I'm sorry I missed your stream. I was setting up until still like right now, kind of. But I will next time you stream. If I'm not streaming, then I will hop on. Do I have any dog ones? All the animal ones would be in here. I don't know if I have a dog, but keep checking back. I'll be adding to this. I'll be adding to these every single week. Every single week, like skins in Fortnite. Yo, your boy, welcome back, Dollar. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Bronny's a thinker, so I'm excited to check out his stream. I'm excited. For now, you guys are here to play, so we're gonna play. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start it off with a game that I think is right here. Perfect. All right, guys, we are going to play. Me 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's. I thought it was more set up. I spent hours last night testing a new game for you guys. I'm super excited for you guys to try it, though. It'll be tomorrow. It's another bonus round. I spent hours last night testing. Oh, that should be on quiet. All right, put that right there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play Spot It. So this is where I give you guys 2 cards. The first person to tell me. Brainy Lee, I like that. We're going to play Spot It. We're going to start out with Spot It. First person to tell me what image is on both of these cards will get a point on the scoreboard. We're going to do a little bit of trial and error. I just have to keep it above the board. We're going to try this. Oh, we're going to try this. We're going to try it right here. Dolphin is correct. That is a point for your boy. Dollar, do you want me to put you in as your boy or Dollar? For now, I'm going to put you in as your boy. Your boy, welcome to the scoreboard. You are now number 1. And every single time you guys get a point, I'm going to roll a die for you and move your chip on here. This is called chutes and ladders. If you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go to the top. If you land at the top of a chute, you go down. When you get to 100, you get a bonus point on the scoreboard, and I keep you going on the board. Your boy, you were the first person on the scoreboard today. Your chip number is 1 since you were the first person. You are numbered. You got a 14, so you are going right here. All right, we're going to continue on, guys. That's the gist of how this is going to go. Sorry for the slow start. This is why it's 2 minutes late, because I had to put all the tiers in. Oh, I know he's Dollar. Yeah, no, I like it. Thank you, Dollar. Thank you very much for changing your name. Back from Mindful Discovery. All right, guys, we're going to play another round of... Sorry, guys, it should be going more fluid as of right now for the rest of the stream. I will add another 5 minutes onto the stream at the end. Thank you, Dollar. All right, we're going to play Spot It. First person to tell me what picture is on, what image is on both cards. We'll get a point on the scoreboard. Art is correct. There's a point for Gogs. All right, Gogs, you are number 2 on the scoreboard. And as a former champion, you are entered in as red. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right, since you're number 2, you have the 2 token. All right, you're on 3. Continuing on. $5X right. Welcome to the live game show where I host and keep score. You play by commenting. Moving on to another round of Spot It. First person tell me what image is on both cards will get a point on the scoreboard. You said Wasp. I don't think Wasp was correct. Yo, Caesar, welcome back. Art is correct. That is correct. All right, that is a point for your boy. Your boy, you're currently in the lead for entering the Hall of Champions, although you kind of were when you got 1. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll again. You got 2. Oh, you got the shoot, so you go down. All right, guys, we're going to play another round of Spot It. First person to tell me what image is on both of these cards will get a point on the scoreboard and move their piece on the chutes and ladders. And remember, these are just bonus points. Car is correct. First person on my screen to say car was Gogs. Gogs, you're number 2, so you're right there. You got 17, so you're at 20. Moving on. And Bronny, I will hold your free cash-in as long as you want. You have 1 free cash-in for your piece for the first 3 tiers, and you can cash that in at any point, literally, whether it's today, a week from now, a month from now. First person to spot the similarity will get a point on the scoreboard. I feel bad that you guys have such bad pieces to choose from yesterday. We do not do ties. It is the first person on my screen to say it. Oh, it's the question mark. I thought you guys were asking a question. And I was, okay, that's, all right. That's funny. All right, first person to do the question mark was Gogs. Bronny, you were a close second. That was funny. All right, Gogs being number 2. You got 14. You're at 34. I was so confused. Guys, I play tested this a lot last night with the 20-sided die. Go first person to spot the similarity gets a point, and there will definitely be bonus points today. Let me get one. All right, that is a point for Gogs. We'll play a few more rounds, and we will switch it up. I think I'm going to start switching up the game every X amount of rounds. I think today's going to be a little bit more fluid than that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today's going to be a little more chaotic, I mean. But I'm going to start just doing a certain amount of rounds for one game and then cycling to another one because I'd like to have a little bit more of a system for... I know some people don't always like certain games, you know, so I want a way to be able to cycle through. I just thought of it right now, and I'm actually gonna write that down real quick, and then we'll continue. All right, continuing on to another round of Spot It. We'll play one more round of Spot It, and then we're gonna change it up a little bit. First person to spot the similarity will get a point on the scoreboard. 20 mins per game. Well, it just depends on the game because like Battleship, I don't think I would ever do Battleship twice in a row. And so it really just depends. Lock is correct. You know, and it just depends. Like I'm gonna have to consider all the games and then just have a system. So Richard Green, you got it. Richard, so good to have you back. Richard, as a former champion, you are entered in the board as red. All right, Richard, you're number 3 on the board. So you have the 3 token. So I'm going to roll for you. You got a 7. You are right there. And when you guys, and by the way, if you're at 99, if you get like a 3, it's going to go 1 bonus point, 2, 3. So you just keep going. No sound effects for answers. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've got sorry, I'm doing a lot of new things at once, and so I kind of forgot about the soundboard, to be honest. I just still getting used to it, and it's not the most convenient. I just put it on my lap. We're gonna try it from there, and we're gonna keep going. Thank you, Dovid. I do have a lot going on, but once I just get used to it and get a better setup, I'm still not pretty good. I'm still not set up well on my end, but that's okay. It's a consistent work in progress. Then it'll be more fluid. I know it's a little rough right now, but we've added a lot of things. We added this yesterday. This this entire setup was added yesterday too. But either way, it'll be more fluid. I mean, it was rough on the first. Thank you for the forgiveness. I appreciate the reminder. I mean, even my first setup was rough until I got used to it. So once I get used to this, will probably be in a few days. Then we'll be back to fluidity. We're going to go ahead and switch up the games. We are going to play. Where is it? That's not what we're playing, but. Oh, that would actually be a fun game. Where is it? I could say something and you guys have to let me know where is it, or like where would you find it? Ooh, like yeah, okay. Like I don't know, where would you find a pyramid or where would you find a turtle? Yeah, I'm gonna write that down real quick. You guys might see that a week from now. Give me 1 second, and guys, that's how games are born, just like that. All right, give me 1 second. I took that note down later. You guys might see that in a week. Egypt. Well, that would have been a point, but I'm not giving it to you. Missouri, apparently. Oh, God. That's funny. It's working. We know it will get better and the layout will be worth the wait. Awesome, Richard. Thank you, guys. We're going to move on to a round of Family Feud where multiple points can be handed out to the players. Egypt would have been correct. Missouri apparently would have been. You could have even Mexico as well. All right, guys, I'm going to go find a good card. Wow, I think we have gone through all of those cards. I think we've gone through all of the sorry guys. It looks like we have gone through all of those Family Feud cards. Give me 1 second. I actually bought another one right here. Just to have more cards for you guys. I even have backup extra Tribonds. I have a couple boxes of Family Feud cards that are brand new. Oh, Dovid, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. All right, guys, we're going to move on to a round of Family Feud. This is all new cards. Just open the box right now. We're going to continue on. All right. This round of Family Feud, 6 points can be handed out to the players. Name something mothers like about going back to work. Up to 6 points can be handed out to the players. Name something mothers like about going back to work. All right, we're going to go ahead and end it right there. Only accepting the answers above when I said done in the chat. All right, we have at the top, we have Bronny. You said money. Money is correct. Bronny, let me add you to the scoreboard. Wow, if I thought it was hard the other day writing from that side of the table, it is even harder from this side. All right, Bronny, you got a point. And this is your piece. You get one free exchange since the pieces yesterday sucked. Like I said, whenever you want. Could be a year from now. I don't even care. All right, you got a 1. Oh, I was going to say sorry, but that was actually a great roll. That's a lucky roll, being a 20-sided die. All right, continuing on. What's in the tray with Woody, the red cowboy? I will show you the tray real quick, and then we'll move on. So, Bronny, if you're interested in trading, you have the first 3 tiers. So you have the one in my right hand, and anything from my right, and these 2. What's in the tray with Woody? We have Woody. We have a white queen and a black queen from chess. This bishop is actually supposed to be here on the 2nd tier, not the 3rd. These are Halo figures. These are some Halo figures. I know some people really like Halo and stuff, so I got a lot of other stuff coming in the mail. So we got Woody, a couple Halo people, and some queens. And the reason I have some things tiered kind of expensive, like Ozzy Osbourne and Master Chief, is because there will only ever be one of a character ever in here. Yeah, let me get that Halo red guy. All right. So once you guys trade, this was a tier 1 thing, so that's going in back there. All right. Bronny, you got that red Halo enemy guy. All right. He's kind of a Lego, so there we go. Awesome, cool. Continuing on. That's your free trade. I think Baronator did his and Javier did his. Now we're all caught up. Perfect. Those should be a little bit more fluid now. All right, going back to the top, I do have to write it down and update my system real quick. Bronny, you traded. You got red Halo enemy. All right, Bronny, this is now your avatar anytime you play on this show. This is now your avatar. All right, continuing on. Sorry, guys, I know it's a little slow. You know, we're still trying to figure things out. I promise it'll get more fluid. You guys know we develop this stream live as we go sometimes, although I put in a lot of time off to try to make it more fluid. Especially yesterday, I will never add a bonus game unless I play test it, because yesterday did not go good because nobody got a point, and I apologize. Today, people will. All right, continuing on. I guess if I shut up and read the questions, right? Continuing on, Javier said, no kids. Get away from kids is on here. Go ahead and give it to you, Javier. Javier, welcome to the scoreboard. Welcome your boy. Welcome Gods. Welcome Richard, and welcome Bronny. I forgot to do that, and I love to give my welcomes. So you guys kind of got berated right there, but David, thank you again for the reminder on this. Actually, I can put it on my lap, my keyboard, and it works pretty well. All right, Javier, for now, your piece is the knight, but you have a goat coming in, and then you will be the goat. Let me see, you got a 9. Oh, nice. All right, guys, let's keep going. Time away from home. Out of the house is on here. That is a point for Bronny. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll this. Got 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Busy. You know, sense of purpose is on here. And I tend to have a sense of purpose when I'm busy. I'm going to give that to you. That's a point for Javier. All right. That doesn't count. I actually want to pick up the dice and drop it, just so you guys know. You got 15. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, time away from kids was already given out. Friends. It says adult conversation on here. That's close enough because you would have that with your friends. It's a point for Bronny. Bronny, you got 17. All right, we have one more, and it's noise control. Richard, you said peace. Peace would definitely be noise control. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give that to you, Richard. All right, Richard, you're number 3. All right. Oh, you got a 1. I'm sorry for the bad roll. All right, guys. Yeah, the D20 is absolutely helping. I remember one time I went to go game with one of my friends, and I asked him if he had a 20-sided die for a game. We met up, and he misinterpreted, and he brought 26-sided die, and I'm like, yeah, that's not quite it. And it was just, we had a funny laugh. All right, guys, we're going to continue on to another round of Family Feud. Multiple points can be handed out to the players. Yeah, guys, you were so close. I promise bonus points will be handed out. Moving on to another round of Family Feud. Name a 6 up to 5 points can be handed out to the players. Name a place you'd call if it was late and your husband wasn't home yet. 120 sides dice, yeah. Name a place you'd call if it was late and your husband wasn't home yet. I'll start doing that so you guys. You guys have some good answers here. I'm going to let a few more in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say done right there. I'm going to turn down those voices, or not the voices. Before next stream, I'll turn down the sounds. They're kind of loud. All right, guys, we're going to start at the top. You guys know how it goes. Actually, how are the sounds for you guys? They're fine for me, but if they're too loud for you, then I will turn them down. I can't do it right now, but I can do it after the stream. You guys let me know in the comments while I'm going ahead and reading the scores and stuff. All right, we have the top. Gog said bar. Bar/club is on here. That is a point for Gogs. Gogs, you're number 2. All right. You got a 10. I'm going to put you were 41 to 51, and there we go, up there. All right. We have 911. That's a good answer, but it's not on here. The pub, same as bar. Bar, jail. Not on here. His mom. Family is on here. His/my family. That is a point for Brawny. All right. Guys, I have a lot of more pieces to add too, so I'm excited. I got some more coming in the mail. I got to make sure this logo guy stays. All right, there we go. Golf club, bar/club is on here. Mate's house, friend's home, that's on here. That's a point for Richard. All right, Richard, you're number 3. You got 19. Oh, so close. The other answers were work/home and his cell phone. I like how Nobody even just said call him. I don't think I would have guessed that either. Sounds like an obvious answer once I read it, but just him. Thank you, Gogs. I appreciate that. And I will have a new stuff all week. We're going to continue on to another round of Family Feud. Now remember, these are just avatars, pure aesthetics, no special treatment, no anything extra, just to be able to be a cool thing in the game show. Help support me. You guys get a cool avatar, and so I appreciate it a lot. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. It's something I could do for you guys. They bring luck. I don't know, man. Not Bronny's. Bronny's might kill yours. I mean, look at Bronny's, bro. He's a scary dude from Halo. I wouldn't want my piece next to his piece. And Bronny's a machine in this game too. I'm gonna feel intimidated. I mean, he's catching up. He's catching up to you right now. Guys, I think I just put the card on the screen with the answers. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that one. I'm gonna read a different one. All right, this one up to 7 points can be handed out to the players. Name something people do in their cars while stopped at a red light. Hey, Maria Miller, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's see. We got a good amount of answers. Let a few more come in. Name something people do in their cars while stopped at a red light. All right, we're going to go ahead and say done. Oh, I typed the X on the wrong one. That's funny. Up to 7 points can be handed out. Going all the way up to the top. Drive. I hope they don't drive at a red light. Name something people do in their cars while stopped at a red light. I'm so glad drive was not on here. Maria, you said sing. Sing is on here. Maria, welcome back. Welcome back. You're getting a point. Let me add your name to the scoreboard. We'll have to be careful about this little dude. I'm going to mess with this guy a little bit more after to make sure I can position him. Wow, he's got so many movable parts. It's cool. All right. Maria, you got the first point. 6 more will be handed out. Give me a second. Maria, you are number 6 on the scoreboard. We have the Hall of Fame, which I know you're in it. The Hall of Champions, which you're now competing against your boy against with 1 point. He has 2. And then everybody who's red is a former Hall of Champion. Since you're number 6 on the scoreboard, you get a number 6 token. And I'm going to roll the die for you. You got a 7. You're going to be placed right here. You're playing Chutes and Ladders. If you get to 100, you get an extra point on the scoreboard. This is a bonus game. If you go to the bottom of a chute, you go to the top. If you go to the if you land at the bottom of the ladder, you go to the top. If you land at the top of a chute, you go down. When you get to 100, you restart and you just keep going. People who have their own avatars are people in the hall support who have donated. All right, we're going to continue on to the next one. Sing was already given. Smoke. Not on here. Eat. It's got to be on here. Yeah, eat is on here. All right. That is a point for Bronny. Bronny, you got 9. All right, Richard, you said dance. Let's see. That's good. It's not on here, but that was a good answer. Check. SMA? What is this? I don't know what SMA is. Ooh. Gogs, can you clarify what SMA is real quick for me? Text. SMS, gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought it was. And so thank you for the clarification. All right. Because talk/cell phone is on here. So I'm going to give it to you. And guys, I typically can't see your comments when I'm doing this because when I'm checking the answers for a big game like this, but I did have to scroll down for that one. So I will catch up in a second. All right, Gogs, you are number 2. Let's go ahead and roll this, see what you got. You got a 12. All right, continuing on. Music. Number 1 is Adjust Radio. That was the top answer. That's a point for Bronny. All right, Bronny, let's get you moving here. You got 9. Oh my God, you guys are in the same. Who's going to be the first one to get the bonus point? This is exciting. Dodge, you said lipstick. Apply makeup is on here. That is a point for Gogs. You got 14, and you are number 2, just making sure. I'm going to really make sure that I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to start counting out loud to make sure I don't make a mistake. You got the shoot. All right, we only have 2 answers left. Let me just see quickly if they're on here. Pay attention. Look around is on here. That is a point for you, Brawny. You got 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You also got the shoot. Oh no, that last row is rough. The last row is rough. Just Mirrors, Look in Mirror is on here. All right, that is a point for Javier. All right, you got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys. That was all of them. Red light means nothing on UK roads. Too many people on phones. Don't worry. And once if you guys are here and say you got like a 4, it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. You just keep going. You just keep going. All right, guys, we're going to continue on. Are you guys liking Family Feud, or do you want to switch it up a little bit? First person to say game, we will play it. Oh, sorry. I moved the table. I got to make sure I don't do that again. Wow, he's got so many movable parts. Okay, it's a Lego, so it's supposed to do that. Give me a second, guys. I ripped Brawny in half. Oh no. Sorry. All right, who's the first one to say it? First person, password. Password. Brawny, you love password. All right, awesome. I like password too. It lets me be creative and coming up with like clues and hints. So that's a good one for me too. Actually, I mean, I like all the games we play on here. All right, guys, we're going to move on to a round of password. All right, dogs, we're going to explain password. How password works is you guys are trying to guess my one-word password based off the clues and the hints that I give. However, this is the most strict game in the show. You are not allowed to have typos. You must letter for letter have it. Capitalization does not matter. Every single password is only one word. They are not hyphenated words. It is one word. All right, guys, so we're going to continue on. First person to guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. This is something made out of animal fat that people use to clean themselves, especially in the shower. They come in bars. They come in liquid. I don't think I need any more hints. Soap is correct. That is a point for Bronny. Did I just leave this card here? I gotta be careful not to do that. All right, point for Bronny. You got 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Moving on to another round. All right, just for fun, Fishing Mom, welcome back. You said sponge. Hey, Johnny. Welcome, Johnny. We're going to move on to another round of password. Sorry, guys, I got a little distracted. Moving on to another round of password. The first person to correctly guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. Typos are not allowed. Capitalization does not matter. This is what you call the head cook in a restaurant. The head cook in a restaurant is called this. Chef is correct. Point for Bronny. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, Bronny, you got the first bonus point. I don't have a sound for it. I'm going to make a note and I'll add a sound. Bonus. I haven't updated my soundboard in a while, and I have a few things I want to do. That takes a while to update. We're going to move on to another round of password. The first person to tell me, good job, Bronny. Just make a doggy fresh sound. All right, Mike. Moving on to another round of password. First person to guess my one-word password based off the clues and the hints that I give will get a point on the scoreboard. What is the general term for a type of animal that have wings and can fly? What is the general term for it? Bird is correct. That is a point for Javier. You got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, Javier, you just barely missed both the shoots. That's great. Moving on to another round of password. Oh, so subjective. Sorry. Moving on to another round of password. First person to correctly guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. Where does somebody go when they have committed a crime and they are punished for a long time? For a longer time. Prison is correct. Jail, at least in the US, jail is typically if your sentence is under a year or you're waiting for your punishment, but once your case is final if you're sentenced for over a year, typically you go to prison. But when you're waiting or if your sentence is under a year, typically. Hold on, Gogs. All right, I just looked it up. And they just real quick, Gogs, because I'm lenient when it comes to people being in other countries. So jail, there's only one place. There's not a jail, and then there's not a prison. It's only one building always. Like it's not two different buildings, like maybe a jail and then a penitentiary, or because we have jail and we have prison, but they are two different things in the U.S. Cells for weekend at police station, then jail. So if I have a question, would you call it jail if somebody's going to be there for 20 years, 40 years, life? That's I just want to make sure we're on the same page. That's the last question. Is that still called jail? All right, cool. First person to say jail then will have it, whether they're in the UK or not. All right, that was actually brawny then. I will accept jail or prison. Thank you for the education. It's called Mindful Discovery. We are lenient because we have people all over the world. Just for fun, she said that's going to be home. All right. So first person to say jail or prison will. Ooh, that's a tricky one because we're playing password. Oh. I still have to be lenient though because we are playing with people around the world. I'm still gonna give it to the first person who said jail or password. Or I mean, sorry, jail or prison. All right, that's just gonna be a point for Brawny. There's gonna be some. There still has to be some. That's just still the fair way to do it. You know. I know it's password, but if a term is different, then the term is different. All right, Brawny, you got the point. Wow, the UK guy with the terms. Thank you for teaching me. I love it. Took the point away from one American and gave it to another one, which is really funny. You weren't even the one who got the point, but I love it because now I learned so much. I thought you actually were at top, but on my screen, Brawny was at top. All right, we're gonna Johnny. We're not gonna be playing Guess the Balloon today. Not on in this setup right now. We're not playing the Guess the Balloon. I'm sorry. All right, moving on to another round. Good deal. Moving on to another round. Password. First person to correctly guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. What do you call a male who is not an adult yet? Typically a young blank. Boy is correct. That is a point for Gogs. Yeah, sorry, Johnny. We're not playing Guess the Password today. Gogs, you're number 2. You got a 2. Moving on to another round of password. First person to correctly guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. Typos are not allowed. What is the color of grass or most plants? At least a lot of plants. What is the color of a lot of plants? Green would be correct. That's a point for Brawny. Got 15. Moving on to another round of password. First person to correctly guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. Typos are not allowed. Capitalization does not matter. What is a woman called on her wedding day that she's typically only called within a few days of her wedding day or around the wedding? What is a woman called? Bride is correct. That is a point for Javier. You got 15. Moving on to another round of password. First person to correctly guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. Typos are not allowed. Capitalization does not marry. What is a man called on his wedding day where he's typically only called on or near his wedding day? Groom is correct. That is a point for Mommy of Two. Hey, Mommy of Two, welcome back and welcome to the scoreboard. Good to see you came back. Guys, I went to go reset this scoreboard and I realized that I accidentally used a Sharpie for one of the points. Thankfully, I was able to get it off. Mommy of Two, welcome back. You have a point. You're now competing with Maria and your boy for entering the Hall of Champions. Your boy has 2 points. Maria has 1. Mommy of Two has 1. Your boy, you're currently in the lead. All right, Mommy of Two, you are number 7 on the scoreboard, which means this 7 token is for you for this stream. We are playing Chutes and Ladders. You got a 1. Ooh, that's a great one. Now you're up here. If you land at the bottom of a chute, you go to the top. I'm sorry. If you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go to the top. If you land at the top of a chute, you go to the bottom of the chute. If you get to 100, you get an extra point. You get a bonus point on the scoreboard and you start over. Once you're on the scoreboard, you stay on, or I'm sorry, once you're on the game board, you stay on the game board. Moving on. Is Mommy the Two yes. They are family. You told her the rules. Awesome. Moving on to another round of password. First person to guess my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. What is this called? You type on it. You can connect it to your laptop. What is this thing in my hand that I'm waving called? Keyboard is correct. First person on my screen to say it was Gogs. Gogs, you're number 2. You got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a close one. All right, moving on to another round of password. First person to correct, I guess, my one-word password will get a point on the scoreboard. Typos are not allowed. Capitalization does not matter. This is actually going to be the last round, and then we're going to go on a break, and then we're going to come back with a difficult, I mean, not difficult, sorry, I was reading the card. Different game. All right, this is a piece of jewelry. To quote a song that I don't know if is good or not or even popular. If you like it, put a blank on it. These are typically used for engagements and weddings. Ring is correct. First person on my screen to say ring was Brawny. Brawny, you got a 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, we're officially at the halftime point of the show, which means we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Whoever subscribed, I'm so sorry I don't have my watch or my subscribe watch thing up. Whoever subscribed, this firework is for you. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a 5-minute break. How the 5-minute break works is at the sound of the gong, the 5 minutes begins. At the sound of the air horn, the 5 minutes is over. I do keep a stopwatch on me to let you guys know. I'm sorry, to respect your time. Sorry, guys, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. We are going to be going a little bit over what we normally do today because I don't think the first point got on the scoreboard till almost 10 minutes in, and I like to be fair and keep to a solid amount of time. So, we're going to go ahead and begin. We'll be back right in 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and begin now. Hey, it's Shannon. I host the games and keep score while you play them by commenting. If you would like to support the channel and enter the Hall of Supporters, my Cash App is Shannon1742. My PayPal and Venmo are mindfuldiscovery@yahoo.com. These should be pinned in the comments. If you are interested in any of the games played on this show or the props used, I have affiliate links in the description. I earn a commission for each product bought at no extra cost to you. Another way you could show support is by purchasing my book, Beyond Solitaire, 52 Unique One-Player Games. This is a book on learning the rules for 52 solitaire-type card games with various levels of difficulties, chance, and skill. I wrote detailed instructions for new and experienced players to be able to learn these games, along with setup pictures for examples. Beyond Solitaire, 52 Unique One-Player Games is available on Amazon as a paperback book and on the Kindle store. It is also enrolled in the Kindle Unlimited program. We have a minute left in the break. Who will enter the Hall of Champions tonight? The three key principles for this game show: we want to be fair, we want to have fun, and we want to be friendly. I personally want to thank this community and everyone in the Hall of Fame for helping develop this positive game show experience. All right. We are back. All right, scrolling up and catch up with you guys for a second. Sounds like a family takeover. Brian, really glad you guys are liking the stream so much and bringing your whole family in. I'm wondering how speech to text would work too. I don't know if it would be fast enough, but it's definitely still possible at some points with it. Especially around like speech to text might not be the fastest, but some rounds like Family Feud or even Battleship, even if speech to text isn't fast, there's still a possibility to get points. I know it's not the most fun, but there are options. Speech to text would freeze the stream until you're done. I almost caught up. Then we're gonna go, guys. I'm gonna be adding at least an extra 10 minutes on the end of the stream because I started really late. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get back into it. There is a lot of comments, and so I'm going to have to skim them a little. I said to skim them a little bit just so that way we can get back to the game. I had to help somebody out at my break, so it was hard for me to stay caught up. Sorry about that. We're going to continue on. I will be adding extra time at the end, though. All right, guys. First person to name a game, we will play it. First person to say a game, we will play it. The only game we're not going to play is Guess That Balloon. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, we have ages all over here. All right, Taboo is a rapid-fire game. Taboo is a rapid-fire game because we play a variant of Taboo. So we'll play a few rounds of Taboo. How Taboo's supposed to work in real life is if I have a card and the answer's Salon, I have to try to get you guys to guess it without saying these words. However, I've actually been using a lot of Taboo cards for password. However, the variant for Taboo for here is I still want you guys to guess that word, but I actually rapid fire these guesses and then give hints. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Taboo. The 5 words are miles, car, distance, dashboard, far. This is the thing on your car that keeps track of your miles. Depending on how far you go, it's on your dashboard. This is a little odometer is correct. So Taboo's it's a variant. It's a variant for this show. All right, who's the first person on my screen who said odometer? That would be Green Submarine. Welcome back, Green Submarine. Give me 1 second. All right, Green Submarine. Welcome to the scoreboard. Green Submarine, you are number 8 on the scoreboard, which means this number 8 token is you on this board. We are playing Chutes and Ladders as a bonus. You got 18. You are right here. If you get to 100, you get a bonus point. If you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go to the top. If you land at the top of a chute, you go to the bottom. When you get to 100, you get a point and start over on the board. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. Have a good one, Johnny. Moving on to scoreboard. Taboo. We have trees, Smokey the Bear, fires, wood, grow. This is what you call an area that has a lot of trees. And if you have a fire there, it's very bad and it can cause thousands and thousands of acres. Forest is correct to burn. All right, give me a second. Who got it? Who said forest first on my screen? That would be Ronnie. All right, Bronny, you got 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have dirt, vacuum, collect, clean, furniture. Oftentimes when a maid comes to your house, they have to blank places high up. This is made out of dirt, vacuum, collect, clean, furniture was already on here. It's a part of cleaning. It's blanking. Dust is correct. That is a point for Green Submarine. Green Submarine. Green Submarine, you are now tied with your boy for entering the Hall of Champions. One person will enter. Green Submarine, you're number 8. You're number 8 right here. Your token's right here. You got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continuing on to another round of Taboo. The first person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. Wheel, driver, limousine, car, uniform. This is typically a private driver that you hire to drive you around. This is not an Uber. This is not a Lyft. This is a lot more of a fancier thing. Chauffeur is correct. As a point for Green Submarine. All right, Green Submarine, you are now at 3 points. Congratulations, you're currently in the lead for entering the Hall of Champions. You are number 8 on the here. Your 8 is right here. 16 point. You rolled a 16, or I did for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 key words are never mind. Moving on to a different word. All right, we have 8 legs, insect, black widow, web. These things are arachnids, and a lot of people have phobias. This is a very common phobia. I think this is one of the top. Oh, Bronny, you had quite the typo there, but I could see how you could get there, so I'll give it to you. That was a justifiable typo. I'll go ahead and give it to you there. Bronny, you got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Bronny, you hit the chute. You hit the chute. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess the taboo word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have negative, plus, good, certain, sure. This is the opposite of negative. People like to be blank about things in life. People like to have a blank perspective. This is the opposite of negative. Positive is correct. That is a point for Green Submarine. You're at 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to another round of Taboo. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 hints are ring, point, hand, thumb, toe. We each have 5 of these on each hand, or at least we typically do, unless you're born with more or less, or you get them cut off during life. Finger is correct. That is a point for Javier. All right, Javier, you got a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving on to another round of Taboo. The first person to correctly guess guess the word will get a point on the scoreboard. All right, we have Eve, Eden, Apple, first, man. We have Blank and Eve. This is a man's name. This is also a biblical name as well. Oops. Adam is correct. First person on my screen who said Adam would be Richard. All right, Richard, you're at 4 points. I gotta stop using that marker. Richard, you are at 4 points, and you are number 3. You got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, this is going a lot more fluid now that we've got a lot of things figured out. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 keywords are needles, Chinese, medical, doctor, pain. This is a type of procedure where people, you pay somebody to stab you with needles for reasons I'm not really sure of. Acupuncture is correct. That is a point for Javier. Javier, you got an 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And you did get the bonus point. There's 2 bonus points handed out so far. That's good. This is significantly better than the 0 we got yesterday. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 buzzwords are symbol, costume, team, animal, sports. Sports teams usually have somebody dress up in a costume, and they're typically called a blank. Oh yeah, Screen Submarine trying to Javier, you got it. It was mascot. Try to reset your or refresh your stream. All right, Javier. Oop, I gotta give you your point. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Javier, you got 19. Your rolls are way better today than yesterday. Yesterday, you got snake eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have the 5 related words are speech, microphone, stand, audience, lecture. This is something that people will stand on and give a speech or a lecture. It's typically a raised something to be able to hold your notes, or people will give this at a church. They stand on the stage and they have this thing in front of them, this piece of furniture that you can put your notes on. If somebody's singing, I think, I don't know if it's called that if you're singing, never mind. But anyway, podium is correct. I think that's what a podium is. Isn't that what a podium is? Let me Google it really quick. This is called Mindful Discovery. I want to learn. I think I was wrong. No. Okay. I have no clue if I had that right or not. All right. That was harsh. Sorry. Oh, you set it up top. Let me go all the way back up top. Oh, Javier, you did say podium. You did say podium. All right, Javier, you're going to get that point. You did say podium first. You said it twice, but you still said it first. All right, there you go. Isn't that what it's called? Isn't that all called a podium? I mean, I know every single word has multiple. Every single word has multiple meanings, or almost every word. Oh, yeah, okay, it is what I was thinking. All right, cool, awesome. Javier, you got an 18. Did I roll that? Did you get an 18 again? Yep, looks like I did roll it. I just checked it. Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. All right, the 5 key words are world, map, sphere, round, earth. This is a map that's on a ball that you can spin. What is it called? Podium is also a small stage. It means a lot, but globe is correct as a point for Green Submarine. First person on my screen who said globe would be green submarine. Green submarine, you got 5. Synonyms are not gonna be. Ooh, that's a tricky one. I guess that's really gonna have to depend. I'm more lenient on if a different country uses a different words, but synonyms are typically their own thing with slight differences, but a big enough difference to not count. Man, that's gonna really depend. That's gonna be that's gonna be a case by case basis. All right, green submarine, you got an 18. Green submarine, you're number 8. Where are you? Right here. 15, 16, 17, 18. Sorry, I forgot to count out loud. Yeah, typos are accepted. Typos are fine. It's very similar to password. Every game has different levels of leniencies. Moving on to another round of I forgot what this game's called. Taboo. Moving on to another round of taboo. Thank you, Bronny. All right, the 5 words are seafood, shellfish, Alaskan, grouchy, claws. This is a sea animal that can go in water or on land. You find them a lot on beaches as well. This is kind of a delicacy. You got to crack open the legs. It's not a lobster. Crab is correct. All right. Green submarine. Can you type out? I will look into it. Who got crab? That would be green submarine. I do appreciate learning. I do. I don't want to spend too much time, but can you write it down? Because I do want to look into it though. Was it lecture? What was it? Green submarine, you got the point. Lectern. I'm gonna write that down because I also love learning, but I also want to keep the game fluid as well. And we are too many rounds far. Right now, we're too many rounds for me to go back and dispute it. And so I am sorry about that. It does get to a point where I cannot go too far back to dispute a round. So I do want to apologize about that, especially because I can't always go up. Jesus, I'm back finally. Hey, Baronator, welcome back. Thank you, though. I do love learning Green Submarine, so I'm going to look into that. We're going to keep the fluidity of the game going. And if I have an off second, then I will be looking into it during here. Not trying to dispute, just explain they were both right. Awesome. Moving on. Well, yeah, all right. Moving on to another round of taboo. The 5 words are space, shuttle, moon, John Glenn, NASA. This is what somebody is called when they're trained to travel and work in space. Astronaut is correct. That is a point for Josh the Great. Josh the Great, welcome back. Welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you are entered in as red. Josh the Great, you are number 9 on the board, which means you have the 9 token. We are now rolling a 20-sided die. You got a 5. Lectern is a stand or desk with a slanted top that holds books or documents for reading aloud. You're right. So it is 2 words for the same thing. I do apologize for simplicity reasons. We are going to try to just keep as close to we can as the exact word. For simplicity reasons. I know that there are many things that can be called different things. There's typically a slight difference. However, I do know that you said that podium came from lectern. This is just an example, by the way, for on this card. So we're going to try to keep it as close to the word as we can. I do know language is extremely tricky, though. I mean, I'm reading the dictionary right now, so I do understand. but I am going to look a little bit further into it because language is super tricky, and I do really appreciate you pointing that out. So you might be influencing the game in a good positive way, and I might have to change the rules to be a little bit more fluid with that because lectern was clearly an acceptable answer, and I feel like that's the same as if you're from the UK or US and you use a different word, and I feel like that's a very appropriate time to make an exception to the word. So thank you very much, Green Submarine, for the education, and I appreciate your help with developing a great, positive, fair game show. No, there's no apologies. This is a live game show, and we also develop it live, and you're helping make it more fair. Because if you've only heard, for example, if somebody's only heard lectern, but the answer is podium, but they mean the same thing, it's the difference between jail and prison in the UK and the US, and I like to be as fair as possible. We are all from all over the world, and I want to be fair, and I want to be so thank you, Green Submarine. That's why I was so interested to keep talking about that. I wouldn't consider that an argument. Thank you very much. You've definitely helped with that. So I'm going to be writing the rules for Taboo a little bit differently. All right, guys, moving on. Green Submarine, I appreciate it. I really do. Remember, guys, this is developing live. Fair, fun, and friendly. And yes, that is fair. That's why I wanted to keep discussing it, because that just is fair. So thank you, Green Submarine. All right, guys, we're going to continue on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly, I can't use this card. I actually showed you guys this card. Awesome, Green Submarine. All right, guys, moving on to another round. Give them half a point. No, you still got to earn your point. You did great, and I appreciate you. Oh, wait. Did you say lectern first? Guys, I can't even scroll back far enough to even see if you said lectern first. That's another tricky thing, is I can only scroll so back in the chat. I can only scroll so far back in the chat. I'll tell you what, Green Submarine, because you potentially said lectern first. I want to be as fair as possible. How about, instead of me giving you a point, I will give you an extra roll. You got a 10. I hope that's fair, because I can't confirm if you said lectern first because it's too far back for me. So I'll give you an extra roll. I hope that's fair. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, more Taboo right now. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess will get a point on the scoreboard. All right, well, you know what, guys? This is final. We're just moving on. All right, guys, the 5 words are Eskimo snow, Alaska house, ice. This is what Eskimos live in. They make it out of snow, way up north. This is a little hut that apparently you can have a fire in. What'd Bronny say? Be funny if you got to shoot with extra roll. Who would be? Yeah, no, he didn't say anything bad. You hate your autocorrect and love it at the same time. Igloo is correct. Guys, everybody here is fair. We got a lot of regulars in who we are crafting the experience together. This is a community. I host, but a lot of the fairness comes from your guys' perspectives. Bronny, you got the point for Igloo. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of the hard work you guys have put in as well alongside me to help create a fun game night for you guys and me. All right, Bronny, let's see what you got. You got 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Maybe we got this way. This guy's tricky. I do test every single piece to make sure it can stand up. I just didn't realize that this was a Lego with so many pieces. So I'll have to figure out a good position for him later. All right, good job. Moving on to another round of Taboo. Baronator, welcome back. Glad you were able to jump back in. Hey, Plastic Fantastic, welcome back. Moving on to another round. This is Chutes and Ladders, which I think it works the same as Snakes and Ladders. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 hints are wings, fly, runway, jet, pilot. You need a pilot to fly this big thing commercially or privately. You have to take off and land at a runway. It has a couple wings. It flies in the air. Airplane is correct. I will also accept plane. Baronator, you said plane. Plane is inside of airplane, and so that's acceptable. All right, Baronator. Welcome to the scoreboard. Welcome back as a previous champion. Oops. You are entered in as red. Oh, man, I keep cutting Brawny in half. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Let me just finish this real quick. All right, Baronator, you are the orange Halo guy. This is your avatar since you've donated and you bought my book and got you the tier. So this is your avatar. You got a 13. Avatars are unique per donor. Anybody on the Hall of Support can get one. And if you guys would ever like to change it out, you just have to make another donation. So if we are doing this for 10 years, this will be your avatar unless you change it. And I'll have you guys know you will never see a duplicate in here. So they are unique to you. For example, there's only one bear in there. There's only one, I don't know if it's a wolf, but there's only technically 2 chess pieces because one of each side. This is an Ozzy Osbourne thing I found today. That was kind of cool. But there'll only ever be one. Moving on to another round. I fixed Brawny. Team Halo. A little late to the party, but welcome back. So moving on. We're gonna play another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess this will get a point on the scoreboard. 5 keywords are belch, baby, gas, air, eat. When you drink a lot of pop, you may blank. There's an air pocket that's coming up. Burp is correct. That's a point for Brawny. Guys, I'm going to adjust the mailing in a second. All right, Brawny, let's see what you got. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Brawny, you said, what if we mail in a piece? All right, guys, I know yesterday I did tell everybody who was on the stream that you could mail in a piece, and I have decided that is there's a lot of technical issues that can come. However, since I did tell everybody on the stream yesterday, whoever's on the stream yesterday, and I know because I take a picture of the scoreboard every day, if I said that yesterday, which I did, and if you were on the scoreboard yesterday and you played yesterday, then you may do that, and only you one time. I will make the exception because I did say you could. However, I've thought about it over and over, and there's so many things I need to make sure that works on here. Like, it has to fit within a 1 inch by 1 inch. There's a lot of things that make it very hard, especially if it gets lost in the mail. It also has to be able to stand. There's a lot of things that can make it tricky for having you guys mail it to me. And so I've decided against doing that. But if I told you, if you were here yesterday, I did say it, so you are allowed to do it. And then I wanted to add one thing. The figurines are for people in the Hall of Support. If you want to send me something, if you want to send me your own figurine, this is just for the people from yesterday, and you're not on the Hall of Support, all I ask is that you then send me 2 figurines. One will be for you, and one will be a donation into here, and that will put you on the Hall of Support. I think that's a fair way to do it because this is supposed to represent people who have helped the channel. So that's it. But moving forward, nobody's going to send me anything. And if you're here yesterday, you may send me something once. There's too many things that can go wrong, and I already manage a lot of stuff, and I also don't want to have to go run to the post office to pick up a toy a lot. So that's going to be how we're going to do that. You're gonna find a small. Well, Gogs, you were in yesterday, so you can still send me something. Everybody who was here yesterday, you are allowed to send me one thing. If you're not on all support, I do request that you send 2 figurines. One will be for you. One is a donation, though. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and catch up because that is a very important thing. Let me go back up and catch up. If the stream ever ends, you have to mail the pieces out. As long as the stream doesn't end and I'm very, very broke, then I think that would also be really cool if 10 years from down the line, I mail your individual pieces to you. I cannot guarantee that. If this makes it to the point where this is actually making me a living, that is something I would like to do as a souvenir for you guys. I cannot promise that right now because I'm way too broke to send hundreds of pieces around the mail. Like I cannot promise that. However, I can promise to the absolute best of my ability, unless my house sets on fire, that if this is your piece, this is your piece for as long as this game show is a thing. Also, another thing, guys, and I really want to clarify this. When you donate, this piece is going to be registered to your name for this game show, but it is still not like it still like stays here. So like I'm like you don't own it. It's just a way to show, but it is rightfully and fairly yours. Like I said, if this stream does get to the point where it's really big and I can send things out, especially if this stream ever has to stop for whatever reason, I would love to be able to send you guys your pieces. I just can't promise that because I'm really broke. But that has already popped in my mind. So I just like to be honest as well. So that's everything that's kind of going on in my mind with all of this stuff. Also, I was going to put some personal items in here as well that I did not want to send out. And so I'm being very careful with what I put in here because I know what my future plans are with being able to send them out. Like I was, yeah, we're going to move on. Gogs, how do we get details to mail? That'll be, you can email me at mindfuldiscovery@yahoo.com and contact me personally. I don't put the details online, but if you guys want to send me something, if you email me at mindfuldiscovery@yahoo.com, we can talk. Guys, I bought a wind-up monkey. Sorry, we got to get back to the game. Richard, if I send you the money, could I get a tech deck to match my hobbies? Richard, I was looking for a skateboard. I was looking for some skateboards to add in here. It just has to be small enough because we played a lot of different kind of game boards, and one of the stipulations is the pieces have to fit in a 1 inch by 1 inch square because sometimes boards are smaller and there will be multiple pieces on. So I do have to be careful. I can't promise that, but I was looking for a skateboard for you today because I knew if I threw one in there, you'd probably pick that when you donated, or if you did, so. Yeah, especially if I have 25 pieces laying on the same spot, I do have to be strict. And that's another reason is I have to be strict with how big the piece is. So that's why I decided against letting you guys send it in. Of course, unless you were here yesterday. Oh, technical difficulty. Brawny, I am a man. This game won't work when you have over 25 pieces. Well, there's 100 boards. Trust me, I have plans. For example, I have a whiteboard the size of this table that if I needed to just draw this board and make it bigger, I can, but I'm trying not to do that yet. I already have plans for expanding every part of this when need be. Baronet, you can try to 3D print stuff if need be. That's awesome. I will get a 3D printer one day. Where did I find a whiteboard that big? I don't know. One time, Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to answer this and we're going to get back to the game. We are going to go over on time today, which is fine. Last year, I had the opportunity to buy 20 classroom whiteboards for like $20 each, and they were like 4 foot by 8 foot. I didn't buy them, but I almost bought all of them, and I'm glad I didn't. I love whiteboards. Moving on to taboo. First person to correctly guess this word, we're going to point on the scoreboard. Guys, this stream is going to go until probably at least 2 hours and 5 minutes until the winner's announced. I think 2 hours and 10 would probably be more fair. But we're going to do 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2 hours and 5 minutes, and that's going to be final because I know people like to stay late when they should be going to sleep. So I typically don't add an extra 5, but I'm adding an extra 10 today. Moving on to taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. I'm going to try to focus on the game so that way people can get points. All right, the 5 words are skin, ink, needle design, sailor. This is art that you can get permanently added to your body with ink. And tattoo is correct. There's a point for Javier. All right, point was given 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, you got the ladder. All right, moving on to another round of taboo. All right, the 5 keywords are price, deal, wholesale, shops, haggle. Haggle's a good one. Sometimes when you're at a shop, but typically not a big corporate place, you can haggle the price and try to get a blank. Price, deal, wholesale, shops, haggle. This is typically only done at small, or this is another word for when you get a good deal or a, I'm going to make this, bargain is correct. That is a point for Baronator. Baronator. You got a 3. Oh, that's Javier. My apologies. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have round bread, donut, lox, cream cheese. This is a nice breakfast thing. People like to put cream cheese on. It's in the shape of a donut, but it's not a donut. It's round. You can pretty much, you can oftentimes cut them in half. Bagel is correct. That is a point for Javier. Guys, in the first 5 keywords that I say, it is not one of those keywords. All right, Javier. Oof, big rough. Oh, wait, you're going the other way. And guys, I'm trying to write down all the rules for all the different games as well to keep it more fluid, and so I don't 100% have all of this stuff figured out, although but I like the bonus game tomorrow. I think is going to be fun. I think the bonus game is going to be fun, and I spent 4 hours playtesting it, and I wrote down the rules, so it will go fluid. It will go fluid. It better go fluid. I spent so much on it. All right, so continuing, so much time on it, that is. Continuing on to another round of taboo. I'm super excited for tomorrow's stream, by the way. Continuing on to another round of taboo. Do I give a hint or do I not? I want to give a hint. It's not going to quite be what you guys expect, but if I give a hint, just please don't ask questions about it because we got to focus on the game. I'll give you guys a hint. Please don't ask about it, though, because I'll just explain it tomorrow when we get to it. It's bingo. Oh, Gog said hint. Richard said no hint. You know what? I'm sorry. Next time I'll run a poll, and I'll just go off of that, get everyone's guesses. All right, I'm going to get back to here. Not talking about it anymore. That's your hint. It's bingo. It's not going to work how you think, though. Trust me. We're continuing on to another round. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. Horoscope, stars, sign, Gene Dixon, zodiac. What is the term for people who are into like zodiac signs and horoscopes and when you're born? Yeah, astrology is correct. That's a point for Javier. Yeah, I'm really excited about tomorrow, and I do want to talk about it. However, I've talked so much this stream that I want to be fair for you guys. Because some of you really just want to play and don't want to hear me talk, you know? I don't blame you. Some of you just want to just come have a good time. And I know I've been yapping a lot, but it was just a major shift in the stream. So, all right, guys, moving on to another round. Moving on to another round of Taboo. We have the 5 words are. We're not gonna do that. Map, book, chart, world, globe. This is the name for an older type of map that probably a lot of youngsters really wouldn't know. Map, book, chart, world, globe. In fact, I'm even going to look up the dictionary definition and just read it to you guys. A book of maps or charts is the dictionary definition. That was an easy way to do that. A book of maps or charts. And it's typically about a region or a world. Atlas is correct. First person on my screen who said Atlas would be Baronator. Plastic Fantastic, good to see you're still here. Baronator, you got, technical difficulties, dropping stuff everywhere. You're at 3 points. I'm going to go ahead and roll. You got a 2. Moving on to another round. Moving on to another round of Taboo. You love the chat. Awesome. Way too tired now to get a point. Uh-oh. Brawny, where did bingo come from? I will answer that tomorrow. Well, moving on to another round. We've got first person to correctly guess this word. We'll get a point on the scoreboard. We have about 8 minutes. Brooklyn, Golden Gate, water, over, cross. This is a thing built by humans to go over a road for other cars to travel above or under or over water so cars and people can get from one spot to the other. Bridge is correct. Point for Baronator. Baronator, you got 4. You got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving on to another round of Taboo. We're going to kind of go try to be a little rapid so people can get more points. Moving on, we've got, here are the 5 hint words. Die, live, forever, eternity, kill. This is what somebody's called if they never die. This is what somebody's called if they never die. However, immortal is correct. Immortal is correct. Almost like Tribon and Password put together. Yeah, almost. Seems like that. Richard, you got it. Where are you, Richard? I know you're on here. There you go. You're at 5. Richard, you're number 3. All right, you got a 1. So sorry. Never mind. That 1 was beneficial because you go up the ladder. You landed at the bottom, so you go to the top. That was good. I think you were there. I'm going to have to play with this toy later to make sure I can figure out the best way to position it for it to stand. I just don't want to do it right now too much. All right. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have insane, crazy, angry, furious, Alfred E. Newman. This is what there's blank cow disease. This is what happens if somebody's really frustrated. You would call them blank. This is kind of a type of emotion, but it's not quite angry or frustrated. Matt is correct. That is a point for Baronator. Rip him in half. Wow, Gogs. Man. Baronator, you got the point. Oh my god, that's funny. Baronator, you're at 5. It's funny because there are Legos. Like, I think I could rip Baronator in half as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow. Look at this. Enemies right next to each other. Isn't that crazy? I said the answer? Did I say the answer? Oh, sorry, guys. We're just going to keep going. My apologies. My apologies. I don't know if I said the answer. I know I've done that a couple times. I do apologize. Continuing on to another round of Taboo. You know what? We're going to play it closer. We're going to. No, I thought I said blank cow disease. Yeah, I thought I said blank cow disease. And blank is like, where you would have put mad. Yeah, I thought I said blank cow disease. But anyway, no matter. We're going to continue on. I forgot there's a latency between you guys and me. So, all right, moving on. We've got supervisor, manager, report, work. This is what you call somebody who's in charge of you at work. That's okay. We all make mistakes. I could have easily said it another time too. Boss is correct. Point for Gogs. Where are you, Gogs? You're at 10. Let's see what you got here. You got 11. Gogs, where are you? You're number 2. Right here. You got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Moving on, moving on. We got about... I did math wrong at some point. We still have 13 minutes. Sorry about that. I don't know why I rolled the dice again. I'm also tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Moving on to another round of taboo. Polish, manicure, toe, hammer, finger. Oh, a lot of good ones. You would hammer in a blank on the ends of your fingers and your toes. You have a blank. People put blank polish on their blank. People get a manicure for their blank. Nail is correct, or nails. Javier, that is a point for you. I'm trying to rapid fire so that way we could try to catch up a little bit with the stream and the points. Javier, you got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have the 5 taboo words are fake, phony, money, currency, dollars. What do you call fake money? When somebody tries to give you money that is not real, but it looks real, but they try to pass it off as real. It is called blank bills or blank money. Also, people can take things that are counterfeit is correct. That is a point for Brawny. Brawny, you got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, moving on to another round of taboo. The 5 taboo words are football, drop, search, catch, hands. It's American football, by the way. And this is what happens, I think, when you're supposed to catch a ball, but you drop it. Or this is the term for when you're supposed to catch a ball, but you drop it. Starts with an F. Sorry, guys, I'm not a sports fan. Fumble is correct. That is a point for Brawny. Baronator, you're a close second. All right. Ooh, Brawny, you got an 18. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 taboo words are coat, windbreaker, wear, blazer, sports. This is something you wear around your body. It's not quite a sweatshirt, although because this has a zipper, if it didn't have a zipper, it'd pretty much be a hoodie or whatever. Jacket is correct. We're going to go ahead and see. Gogs got it. Gogs, you're number 2. You got a 13. Where are you? Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got the bonus point. 11, 12, 13. Gogs, here you go with the bonus point. Moving on to another round of taboo. The first person to tell me this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 taboo words are trip, work, away, summer, travel. Oftentimes, people once a year will take a week off of work to go on a blank. They're usually very expensive, and people all look forward to them all the time. Vacation is correct. That is a point for Brawny. All right, guys, I feel like we're getting a good groove. I know we've been trial and error a lot. Brawny, you were at 20 points, and I ran out of room to give you more points, so I'm just going to delete that, and I'm just going to write 20 right there. All right. Brawny, you got 19. These are good rolls for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. I would have accepted holiday if it was first. I would have accepted holiday if it was first. Richard, you did say holiday second. I would have accepted that. It's nice to have 2 people from the UK here. That makes it even easier. We have quite a few people from Europe, but I would have accepted it. But Bronny was first with vacation. Moving on to I was familiar with holiday, but I didn't think about it. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Bronny steamrolling in, yeah, doing good. Moving on to another round of Tribon. We're not playing Tribon. Taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. 5 taboo words are white ball, clothes, material, Q-tips. This is something that is in, this is a natural plant, and it's used to make many types of clothing. It's a part of a plant. Cotton is correct. There's a point for Javier. Javier, you got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh, go down the chute. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. I am going to skip that word because it's 2 words. It's only going to be 1 word. Password and taboo are always going to be 1 word just to make it simple. All right, we have cab, city, car, money, hail. This is probably going out of business because of Uber and Lyft, but you used to be able to hail a blank. They are typically yellow taxis, correct. Point for Baronator. All right, Baronator, we have you right here. We're going to go ahead and roll your dice, see what you got. 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Moving on to another round of taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 buzzwords, taboo words are spat, fight, dispute, yell, disagree. When they have a disagreement with each other or a dispute, it tends to lead to a verbal blank. This is a verbal type of argument is correct. I will accept argue, though. I see Baronator, you were the first one to say argument or argue. All right, guys, I think this is going a lot better compared to yesterday, especially compared to yesterday. Baronator, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I know we spent a lot of time talking because I also introduced that and stuff, but as far as this and this going a lot better than yesterday. All right, moving on to another round of taboo. We have about 6 minutes left. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. Past, before, hours, tomorrow, time. Oh, it is the day before today. 2 days before tomorrow. 3 days before 2 days from now. 1 day past 2 days ago. Yesterday is correct. That is a point for Bronny. Brody, you're at 21. You got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving on to another round of taboo. Oops. First person to correctly guess this will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 taboo words are eruption, lava, Mount St. Helens, Hawaii, flow. These are big mountains with a hole on top that erupt lava. Yeah, it's magma. Well, yeah, that's volcano is correct. You guys got it. I just learned that if it hasn't erupted, it's called magma, but once it erupts, it's called lava. So magma is pretty much the same thing underground, but once it's like out of the ground, it's called lava, which I thought was kind of cool. There's a little bit more detail to that. But moving on, it's a point for Bronny. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, all right, cool. We got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go down the chute and join. Who's 8? You just had to go down the chute and join Green Submarine. Moving on to another round. Oh, taboo. First person to tell me this word will get a point on the scoreboard. We have... Ooh, the 5 key words are guitar, music, instrument, string, strum. This is a 4-string instrument that is easier to play than a guitar. It looks similar to a guitar, but much smaller. Much smaller. It's a 4-stringed instrument. You still play it almost exactly how you play a guitar, just easier. Banjo is 5 strings. Violin is a lot. Ukulele is correct. Point for Javier. Where are you, Javier? There we go. Oh, I guess I have to roll to see how far you're moving. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can we get another bonus point? We're going to see. Probably. We got enough time, I think. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 words are timid, bashful, meek, quiet, outgoing. What do you call somebody when they don't like to talk to the people around them? Kids are often referred to as this. It's a 3-letter word that starts with the letter S. Shy is correct. That is a point for Gogs. Gogs, you're number 2. Where are you? Just so it's easy for right there. 18. Awesome. You're going to be at 21. Oh, and you hit the ladder. Great. Wow, you're already at 42. All right. Perfect. Moving on to another round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess this will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 taboo words are sunlight, shade, eye, cast, me. This is something that everybody has, but you really only have it if there's a light either around you. You don't have it at night. If actually everything has this, as long as there's a light around. It's not just humans. Every single thing has it. It's a silhouette of what that thing is. And the silhouette does change depending on the distance of the light and where the light is. Shadow is correct. That is a point for Sasso. Hey, Sasso, welcome back. I'm going to go back and make sure that you said it first. Sasso, welcome back. Sasso, welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you are entered in as red. Sasso, you are the 11th person on the scoreboard, which means your token is number 11. Every time you're in a point, you get, I roll a 20-sided dice. You got 7, so you are put here. If you get to the end, if you get to 100, you get a bonus point. You also start over. If you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go to the top. If you land at the top of a chute, you go to the bottom. Moving on. This is just a bonus thing. Once you get on the board, you don't leave. All right, moving on to another round of Taboo. We have about 1 minute left. The 5 taboo words are cup, prize, award, win, sports. Typically, when you win something big, you will get awarded something, and it's a very big physical thing. It's way bigger than a medal. A lot of people will put them on the shelves and stuff. Trophy is correct. That is a point for Sasso. Sasso, you are at 2 points. Let me roll the die. You're number 11. Token right here. You got a 10. 7 plus 10 is 17. Moving on to another round. All right, guys. The 5 taboo words are 12 o'clock, New Year, noon, time, hands. What is the time when it is 12 o'clock at night? It is the only minute of the day you can say this word or use this word. Midnight is correct. Point for Gogs. Gogs, where are you? Here. Number 2. Roll the die. See what you get. You got a 10. Gogs, where are you? Here. 42 to 52. All right. Moving on. We have time for one last round. One last round of Taboo. First person to correctly guess this word will get a point on the scoreboard. The 5 taboo words are flag, hand, surfing, ocean, tidal. People surf on these in the ocean. You need these. You can also blank your hand to greet or say goodbye. Wave is correct. That is a point for Javier. Javier, where are you? Right here. Roll the die. Let's see what you got. You got an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, that could have been a good roll to get you another point. All right, guys, that was good. That was good. We're gonna go ahead and read the scores now. Amongst the previous champions, we have Gogs. You got 14. Richard, you got 5. Brawny, you got 22. Javier, you got 17. Josh the Great, you got 1. Baronator, you got 7. And Sasso, you got 2. Amongst everybody else competing to enter the Hall of Champions, because we do enter somebody every single day, we have your boy, formerly Dollar, 2. We have Maria Miller at 1. We have Mommy of 2 at 1. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the new champion coming in first place at 6 points. I would like to announce Green Submarine. Welcome, Green Submarine, coming in first place at 6 points. You are the new champion. Green Submarine, congratulations, Green Submarine. I don't even know if Green Submarine's still here, but it doesn't matter. You guys know how it goes. Your points stay on the board until the end of the stream. Unless you get, then they're not. Green Submarine, welcome to the Hall of Champions. Green Submarine is number 56 in the Hall. And I'm going to see, nobody was added to the Hall of Fame today because everybody else everybody on the board was already on there. Guys, that was really good stream. That was really fun. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on the board game that this is now the second time we've tried this. The board game, well, kind of. That's actually technically the third because the other day we did Connect 4. However, that was too slow. The Connect 4 was too slow, so we're not doing the Connect 4 probably again, to be honest. We might, but it's too slow. So you guys won't see it for a while, especially because I need to buy a lot more boards to get enough chips. You guys probably just aren't going to see it. Board game is good. You like it. Loved it. Awesome. Awesome. I actually have 2 more board games that are ready to be added. I'm only going to do one at a time. I like to do one until we either decide that it is or isn't going to work. Now that we see that this one definitely works with the 20-sided die, I know there could have been more points added, but I had to spend a lot of time talking to try to explain the avatars and stuff. So next time there will be even more points because this will already be figured out. So, yeah, so this is good. Now that this is good, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one tomorrow, and we're going to fine-tune that. And then once that one's fine-tuned and I make sure all the rules are good and it's fluid, then we're going to move on to the next one and so forth and cycle back and forth a little bit. I actually have several games lined up for you guys that I have to play test and try, but as of right now, I have 2 or 3 that are ready I'm already ready for tomorrow's stream. All right, I'm going to catch up with you guys. I'm so glad you guys like it. Oh, Baronator, have a good one. Board game is good. I like it. Awesome, Sasso. Richard, it's the highlight of my day. Awesome. I can sleep now that I've conquered the board. Yes, if you guys like the stream, double tap the like. Appreciate it. Also, I appreciate the people in the Hall of Support. So, Brawny, I don't know if I haven't seen Mike in a little bit. But Mike, when he does eventually come in, we'll get to be able to choose between any piece from the first 2 tiers. Once Mike comes in, he's another person in the Hall of Support who hasn't yet been in and see the games, but he'll be able to pick one from the first 2. Now, guys, this is completely extra. I think this is a really cool way for you guys to have an avatar, and I also have to figure out how to support the channel and make sure that it's healthy and the longevity of it, which I'm really not worried about it, but this is both for you guys and me. I think it's cool. It's also really fun for me to move the pieces. It's actually easier for me to have a piece associated with you guys and move it than look for the number. That's a nice benefit I didn't think about. But just so you guys know, in case I didn't explain it now that we're at the end, there are tiers for this, and this will be easier in the future, I'm sure. But and if you donate, you don't have to have a piece. I can keep you a chip. It doesn't matter. This is just if you guys want it. So it's just a cool little extra thing. But I will have you guys know that just because you donate the money to this stream does not mean that you get anything that can affect the gameplay. This is purely aesthetics, cosmetics, avatar. It does not affect the gameplay. You cannot bribe me for the games because I've been making games for a while, and being fair is extremely important to me. That's also why I would not sell a moderator position for $50 when you guys are bidding for it. Oh, and there's also another reason why I didn't want to have you guys let too many people send things in, is because if I have to ban somebody, that puts me in a very awkward position with the fact that they sent me something. I don't have enough money to just send everybody their pieces back, you know? So that also, because just because you send money, if you're in here, if you donate or buy my book, or if you donate money and get to pick a piece or whatever, if you start being rude to people in the chat, I still have to kick you out, and that puts me in an awkward position if I let people send me the pieces, you know? Trade these out at any time if you donate again. But anyway, that's that. So, hello, they did. Hey, Miss Baronator. They did what for mod? Oh my God! A few weeks ago, we had people wanting to be mod, and I told everybody no. I know. I mean, I know who I'm gonna make mod the first round when I need it eventually. And people were just trying to auction it off, and it was really funny. I got 100 for it then. Oh my God! You don't even need to worry about it. That's funny. Ooh, I thought of some. I'm trying to make this fun too. You guys can trade pieces for each other. And if you want, you can also donate to get somebody else a piece as well. The only thing is, there's only about one piece per. Sorry, guys, I'm still figuring this out. This idea is less than 24 hours old. There's only one piece being allowed to be attached per player, but you can donate money if you'd like to get somebody else a piece as well. However, the tiers still apply. So I'm trying to make it fun for you guys and give you guys something extra as well. We got 180. Can I get 200? Oh no. 180 for mod. Oh my God. You guys cannot buy the moderator position. There is not. You guys can. The integrity of this is so important for me. The integrity of this is so important for me, guys, that I can't let you guys buy. I cannot let you guys buy moderator, because then I might feel bad if I have to kick you out. And so 300 sold to Miss Baronator, the first mod. No, I'm kidding. Well, technically the second mod. No, I'm kidding. I am not. You have 500. Wow, I feel like I gypped myself. In this joke, I sold it for 300, missing that Josh said millions. My God. No, man, I'm horrible. Guys, Josh said millions, and I sold it for 300. I gotta go check my IQ. I got lowballed. Not only did I get lowballed, I took it. Guys, I'm super glad this is working, and I'm really glad you guys like this, because this is just bonus. And I learned a couple things from the board game. One, I have to play test it before the stream, because yesterday was a little embarrassing that nobody got a bonus point, and I'm sorry. So one, I have to play test it. Two, I for the most part, I have to keep it chance-based for the most part, where I just have to roll a die or spin a wheel or something and just move it for you guys. Because I learned from the Connect 4 that waiting to hear what column would slow it down too much. And this is a bonus anyway, so it doesn't, we still have kind of two games going on in a sense. We still have the normal game, and this is a bonus. And I need this to be fast. And so you guys really won't have a lot of influence on this for most of the games. I say most because I have some ideas that are still be fluid and fun. But guys, I have a lot of plans. I have so many plans for this, guys. I have so many boards that even like ones I'm creating with whiteboards. I'm super excited. Remember the game night poster. What is the game night poster? I forgot. I know you said remember. I just don't remember. Javier comes in with a crisp high five. Undercuts every single person. But is the only moderator. Oh my god, that is oh my god. That is hilarious. Sold to Javier. Oh my god. Same time tomorrow. I can check for you real quick. Give me 1 second. Guys, I usually go into my studio, my analytics studio for YouTube, and I kind of check when I can see when most of the audience is on, and like, and that's all my audience is just like out of the subscribers and people who watch. So I try to pick the darkest slots so that way more people are on to be able to play with each other. I know I have not been doing 2 streams lately, and I'm sorry. I've been just up every moment working on this. Once we have a fluid system, I'm sorry, for you guys, that's fine. On my end, once my end is fluid, then I'll start doing 2 streams again. For now, I'm probably going to do 1 stream I don't know, if I can get ready by tomorrow, I'll do 2 tomorrow. Let me see what times, roughly. I can give you an estimate. Right now, I can give you an estimate. Tomorrow, I can give you a for sure. What day is today? Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday. Probably around 6 p.m. is when I'll start, an hour later than today. Or somewhere around 6 p.m. I would Friday I will for sure do 2 streams, whether I'm ready or not. But tomorrow I should be ready. I should be ready by Friday. I'm hoping to try to get ready tomorrow. I was pretty close to being ready today, but a lot of things keep coming up. I also might do one early. I like to do them earlier. I like to start sometimes I start them around 2 p.m. for me. I've done that a couple times. There was one day I did it for like 4 in one day. I can't wait to be able to do that again. There's just too much setup, so I have to spend the time on the setup too. I'm gonna catch up with you guys a little bit. Around the same time, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little late. If I do 2, it'll be a little earlier and a little later. Javier got a great deal. Yeah, he got it cheap. Should not have had the Red Bull. Oh, yeah, those keep me up way too long. Brawny, that Chris high five is so priceless. Yeah, that cracked me up. Richard, I can put 6 zeros on the check if you like. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah, guys, you're saying a couple times you're pretty tired. I felt that too today. I got only a few hours of sleep. I was up really late. Guys, I was up for 4 hours last night sitting here playing games and then writing the rules and testing some other things. So I feel that. I also quit caffeine a couple weeks ago as well. So who's the first in the Hall of Fame? That is a guy named Corbin, Corbynn. He came in 1 time. Got 1 point, never saw him again. Number 2 is Default. Default will pop in and say hi here and there. Early would be awesome for UK. Yeah, I'm definitely, once I get more in the groove of this, I'll be doing it a little earlier and later. I love to do these like 2-3 times a day. You know, and if I'm doing 2 in a day, I would like to do different board games as well. So let's say we do, the first stream is this, the second stream is just a different kind of bonus game. So that'd be fun. Well, thank you for spending your break here, Miss Baronator. Double up the stock. Yeah, we got a lot. You can leave. She can leave early, but not if she wants to come back tomorrow. Bronny, would you guys rather travel to the past or the future? That's a good question. I don't think I'd want to do either. Yes, David, we are done. We are done. I should really have my sign up. I don't know. I forgot to. I'm managing a lot right now, so I kind of forgot. But we are done. Usually when you guys see the victory sign, you know it's done. But I actually forgot to even put the victory sign up. I'd rather travel the past or the future. Probably neither. I don't know. Sometimes you might not want information from the future, and then like imagine if I travel 5 years into the future, but I'm not even alive, and I'm like, oh wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Good night, guys. David, I'm so sorry. We do have, and this is the last one of the day as well. Josh, what other games do I have planned? Bingo, and that's all I'm going to say for now because it's going to work slightly different than you guys. Maybe you can imagine it, but it's going to work. It's going to work a little bit differently. That I had to do like 7 play tests last night to make it work on stream. And I still, of course, haven't tried it on stream. So it's kind of actually having one more play test. We have bingo planned, and then I have some other really exciting ones that I'm making myself that I'm keeping a surprise, especially because I haven't play tested them yet. I had the ideas pop in today when I was grocery shopping, and so I'm super excited to hop on that tonight and try to see. I also have variants. I've already come up with a variant for board games as well that can make this even more challenging or more fun or just different. There's just, guys, there's so many things. There's so many things. Oh, I also have other card games for the regular thing. I have other things to add for the regular. Like we have Spot It. I have two different things I'm working with. You know, we've got the regular games to get points on the scoreboard, and then I have bonus games that I'm working on. I even still have a few games that I still haven't added yet. I just try not to add them every day. It gives me time because I try to only buy things on Mondays when the thrift store by me is half off because I'm just trying to make sure I have enough money to keep this going as long as I can. So I try to get a week or two ahead on the games here, and I also need to perfect this before we move on to the next one. So have a good one, Miss Baronator. David, it's all good. I just love the competition and innovation. Oh, David, if you like the innovation, we've got a lot of new things coming in the next couple of weeks. So a lot of new things, a lot of fun things. I'm super excited for this. We now have the Hall of Supporters can choose avatars based on. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys saw. Oh, I have a lot more coming in the mail, but if you, I'm gonna try to explain this a little bit. If you donate to the channel um under like $1 to $4.98, you get to pick any of these as your avatar. So whenever you earn a point, this avatar will be for you. Only one avatar will ever be in this game of its type. So for example, you have Woody from Toy Story here in the third tier. You will never see another Woody on this board. If I get a better Woody, I might swap them out, but that's about it. You'll never see two of the same thing. I even have an Ozzy Osbourne avatar as well. I have a Master Chief avatar on the fourth tier, and they're tiered, right? And so like if you, for now, the highest tier we have is if you donate $20 or more. That's the fourth tier. Then you, but if you donate from a high tier, you get to pick from anything, and then this avatar is going to be associated to your username for the entirety of the stream, for however long we do the stream. It's always yours. And then two more things about it. You can, if you donate again, you can get a different avatar and yours goes back in the pot. You can also donate money to get somebody else an avatar. That one we're going to try unless people are in here begging, and then we're not going to do that. Or maybe we'll just delete the begging comments because I don't want people to be soliciting other people for that. But yeah, so this is kind of fun. We're gonna see how this goes. I've got a few different tiers planned for that. Now remember, this is just for aesthetics, cosmetics, whatever you want to call it, skins. This is, you don't get anything like, nothing unfair happens from this. It's just fun. Instead of a token with a number, you get a cool little avatar that'll always be yours. Hi, Baronator. I forget that the camera's right there. That's funny. Why do you think the camera was facing the wall? No, this is a tape. I have the camera suspended right now, practically from the ceiling in a sense. Yeah, no, like this is parallel. My hand is parallel to the ground. So I don't know how to show you. Here's gravity. There you go. I did not mean that in a sarcastic way. I just know that this could be a little confusing. Because you were actually not the first person who thought that as well. Because a couple people were like, "Oh, a new background." Oh, Sasso, I want to see the Northern Lights really bad. Shannon is Isaac Newton. You heard it here. I'm just some bald dude playing games. If I would have dropped the marker on a chute, I would have even put it down the chute. No sleep for me tonight. She had 4 Red Bulls. Oh my, that sounds like you need to grab your tent and just go walk till you find some woods. That is rough. That is rough secondary caffeine intake. Guys, you guys have so many comments. It's actually a little difficult for me to try to catch up on them. Yeah, at the end, it can be hard sometimes when I announce the winner and update everything. Sometimes the comments are rolling and I just miss some. So I'm sorry if I missed your comment. Oh, Josh, wait a minute. The camera's facing down. Yeah, the camera's parallel to like the camera's kind of like halfway between my ceiling and my floor right now, facing a table. This is yeah, typically here's the I could show you guys real quick. I'll show you guys before I end the stream. I'm actually gonna have to end the stream um somewhat soon because I still have a lot of stuff to do and I'm supposed to help somebody pretty soon here. But I'll show you guys. Let me make sure I don't dox myself with anything where the camera is. You guys will see, and then I'm actually just gonna put it back in that spot. Yeah, this is what you guys normally see. I gotta really make sure that I don't have any thing. All right, cool. Yeah, this is what you guys normally see. Here's the table that we normally play at. And I have this tripod, or that's not tripod, it's just a little other little thing. This is like a VR experience. You know what's funny is I was just 2 days ago looking into, I know I definitely don't have the money for this, but seeing if I can stream from a VR headset so I can make it more expansive. So that's another thing that you guys will see in the future. Not anytime soon, but I've already looked into it and I can do that. So yeah, because I have a lot of plans. I need more space for a few of them, and I need more money for a few of them, and I need both for a few of them as well. But I'm working with what I got, so. Do what? Stream from a VR headset. I'm going to stream from a VR headset. It's still going to be the same stuff. That's a maybe. I have to see how it works. But I mean, I don't know. I can make a lot of things work, so. What's the first concert or event I ever attended? I guess my first concert I think was a Jimmy Buffett, but that was still several years before I even started listening to music. I didn't start listening to music till I was 19. I don't even now I still don't really enjoy music as much as most other people. What's a childhood toy or game that I was obsessed with? I played chess against myself a lot. It would just be my left hand versus my right hand. Most of the games I played as a kid, I actually just played alone against myself. So, like I played Risk a lot as a kid. I didn't play it for the first time with somebody else until I was like 14 or 15 though. What sparked the passion for gaming / games? Oh, this is a fun question. This is a fun question. There's a little bit of backstory to what led here tonight. I was with Javier at one of his buddy's house playing a board game, and I was like 19 or 20. I thought the board game was really cool, so I got it. The board game could have up to 10 people play. It was called Zombicide. Super awesome board game. Super awesome board game. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get this board game. So I got it, and I invited a bunch of people to it. I invited 10 people to it to fill it up, so that way we could all, have a full board going. I actually wasn't really friends with a lot of them either, just friends of friends or people I've partied with a few times or people I've run into a lot. I just literally wanted to fill up the game night. So I just invited a lot of people, and then everybody loved it. And I'm like, guys, we're going to do this every week. And everybody's like, yeah, this is awesome. Well, week 2 comes and we went from 10 people to 2 people, me and someone else. That someone else, he was like, well, nobody else showed up. Do you still want to play? I'm like, yeah. And then so him and I did it not only we played the same board game, not only every week, but 4 to 5 nights a week, 3 hours a night for a year and a half. And he ended up becoming a very, very, very good friend of mine. So I'm very glad that I ended up inviting him to that. Well, anyway, a year, yes, Zombicide, one of the coolest things ever. It's not cheap though. Zombicide. It's a very cool board game. We probably played it hundreds of times, and each game takes hours. Well, anyway, at the end of the year and a half, they have 20 different maps that we could play, and it's like this. There's actual figurines. There's over 100 zombies. You are these little heroes trying to do objectives while the zombies are coming in. Every time the hero gets a turn, the zombies get a turn. Yeah, it's super cool. Anyway, after a year and a half, we were tired of the maps, and we're like, why don't we make our own? I still have it, so we took a big board, we drew our own, and then we made our own map, and then we were like, well, wait a minute, if we made our own board, why don't we make our own game? So we made a game. It was horrible. We threw it in the trash after just 3 days of working on it. Then we made another game, very infamously, the very first game we completed. Javier's played it. You guys will never see it. In fact, you'll never even hear the name for it because it was very inappropriate. That happened when I was about 20 years old. 20 or 21 was on it. I think I was about 20 years old when I finished my very first game. I might. Hey, just for fun fishing. Sorry, I've answered Bronny's question, so then I'll get back to the chat. Anyway, after making that first game, I realized how fun it was and how perfectly challenging, while balanced with manically fun to create games, because I get 100% freedom, and I love solving problems. And I get to come up with the solutions for the problems that I solve. And so creating games actually is, I think, the perfect way to utilize my mind. Not only my creativity, but my problem solving, and I just love doing it. And I can spend hours and hours and hours without even realizing. Like the game I'm adding for tomorrow, the bonus game I'm adding for tomorrow, I didn't even realize that it was 6 o'clock in the morning last night till I looked over and I saw the sun up. And I'm like, this is the kind of passion. I've never had passion towards anything else to that degree. In fact, I almost went to bed 4 or 5 hours before that, and then it just started. Here's how bingo came. I opened a closet and I saw it. I was looking for something else. I was about to go to bed. As soon as I saw the thing, I just had an idea and I worked on it for the next 4 hours, and it'll be introduced tomorrow. So it's just, I was about to go to bed, but yet this stuff gets me so excited that it can wake me back up immediately. I haven't had caffeine in 2 weeks, so it's developed over the last 7 years. I knew at 20 years old that I wanted to do this for the rest of my life, but I didn't commit to it until 2 years ago. So, sorry, I know that was a really long thing. I even left out a lot of details, but yeah, that's pretty much the answer. Baronator, when am I going to stream again? Tomorrow. Oh, you're probably asking just for fun fishing. My bad. Yeah, just for fun. When are you going to stream again? And Bronny, when are you going to stream again? Yeah, each Zombicide game took 1 to 3 hours, and we played 1 to 3 a night. It was kind of ridiculous. Is it competitive? No, you play on a team. Nope, you play on a team against zombies. It's actually pretty cool. Sasso, gonna head out. Told myself I'd go to sleep an hour ago. LOL. Yeah, I told myself I would not gonna stay after today and chat because I have a lot of stuff to do, but I love chatting. So have a good night, Sasso. Friday, I canceled today's stream. Weather is not cooperating. All right, just for fun. If you're still streaming when I'm done streaming, I'm probably gonna hop in. So as long as our streams aren't at the same time, I'll probably hop in for a little bit, say hi, see if you're catching anything, see your cool polls. Fish are camera shy. That's why I'm gonna start saying that. Oh, hey, Alexander, welcome. Oh, I think it's great. I got to know you guys. Maybe tomorrow you'll stream. Okay, cool. How's it going, Josh? Bronny just started. I think he had his first stream earlier. I missed it because I was prepping for this one. Definitely excited to hop in. Can passion ever become overwhelming? And how do you manage balancing it with other aspects of your life? Okay, so a lot of people have heard that if you, this is really important. A lot of people have heard that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That is not true. I have worked harder on this than I have anything else in my entire life. When I say this, I mean my games overall. I spent 2 years learning computer programming and never saw a penny for it. And I still don't plan on seeing a penny for it from that for another year, just for to help my game career. It is so I have learned things that I would have quit learning because they were difficult or I really didn't care to learn it, except I need it for my game career. There are so many, I work so much harder around the clock for free for years, a lot of the time. Most of the time I'm doing stuff, that's for my game career. I'm years into this without seeing much, and I'm so excited because my long-term plan, I know that this will be how I retire, But I have worked harder on this than anything else. If I had to do these amount of hours for anything else without getting paid, I would have quit literally years ago. Um, can passion ever become overwhelming? Man, it's not. There's too. It's the answer is too complex because life is too complex because I have so many goals in life. This is just the next step. This is just the career part. We haven't talked about my family goals, or my spiritual goals, which I'm probably not going to on stream, but well, I'm not going to on stream. This is just one aspect of a very complex, intricate plan I have in life. Is it overwhelming? No, it's so fun. It's so fun. I love this stuff. I've learned that if I'm tired and I want to wake up, I can start working on a game and it'll wake me up. Hey Tree, what's up? We're actually at the end of the stream. We'll be doing another one tomorrow. At least one. Ooh. Do you think this is gonna be the last question, guys? And then I gotta get off because I really need to eat dinner and help somebody with something. Do you think pursuing a passion as a career changes the way you feel about it? Does it make it more rewarding or more stressful? There is one answer to that I think would be true for most people. And it 100% depends on this, I think. Do you like to work? I love to work. I love to work. Not even just on this. I just in general, I love to work. I loved when I worked at the gas station. I loved when I worked at the thrift store. I loved my painting company. I don't have it anymore. I love to work. The problem about pursuing your passion is you're not going to do what you love every single moment. Because all businesses need to figure out advertising or word of mouth, whatever. All businesses need to figure out how to work with your clients or sell your products and the marketing. All businesses need to figure out the presence. All big businesses need to figure out these same similarities to where even if this is your passion, there's so many things you're going to have to do that if you don't like to work or if you're not deeply desiring your passion to come true, you're going to quit. My why for why I'm doing everything is big enough to where it doesn't matter what I need to learn, I'm going to learn it. It might take me longer and I might have to push back my deadline. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna learn it. But if you don't like to get up in the morning and work, I really recommend keeping your passion a passion. Because if you hate to work and you go after your dreams, I need you to think that you're going to ruin your passion because one of two reasons. One, you're going to have to do a lot of things that you're probably going to hate. Two, you can't expect it to be your full-time career for at least a couple years. In reality, it takes many people 5 years, a decade. Some people never. And a lot of times in that process, you ruin the thing that you found the most fun. However, I'm very determined, so it's not going to be ruined for me. In fact, I'm finally starting to get traction with it to the point where I'm close to being able to confidently say I'll never have to work for somebody again in my life. I'm not there. That's kind of the point where I'll know I made it in my life. When I know for a fact that I'll never have to work for somebody else again, that's where I know I've made it. It doesn't really matter what the number is. I'm not talking millions of dollars. It's significantly less than that. Once I'm there with games and books and YouTube, that's when I'll know I've made it, and everything else is just expanding from there. Even from right here, everything else is expanding from here. However, I am several years into trial and error and trial and error and stuff. So actually, I think I committed to this. Oh wow, I said 2 years. No, I've committed to this for almost every day for 3 years. I've been doing this kind of stuff, working for myself, learning graphic design, computer programming, just for things for my games and my books and other things. So if you don't like to work, do not try to make your passion your career. I promise you'll likely ruin it. Now, if you do it on the side and build it up slowly, that's a good way to do it. I'm going to catch up with the comments a little bit. Guys, Just for Fun Fishing has a really cool video. I'm actually just still amazed by these poles. He's got this video about how you can turn these poles into like these neon glow in the dark. I think you have to use a black light though, but they're still really cool. Super, super cool. Check it out. I'm not even joking. It's just the coolest fishing pole I've seen in my life. And so there's a thing you can make at home from like some stuff at from a hardware store. Just go for your dreams. It's better to say you tried and failed than to ask what if. You just never know. Ah, man, I'm gonna stop the day I die. The day I die is truly when I'll stop going for my dreams. My dreams are so big that I don't think I could do them in 100 years, but I'm gonna try. I can definitely do them in 100 years. I can definitely do it. No. There's just obstacles, man. Just everything's obstacles you got to get over, you know? I'm just not gonna stop. I don't care if I have to live out of a dumpster in a tent. I'm gonna keep going. If you want it bad enough, you make it work. If your motivating reason is deep enough, you make it work. Thanks for answering my questions. Mostly what my stream will be about, guys asking and answering questions that make you think. Yeah, Bronny, I'm super excited. Yeah, stream fishing is fun, but low-key work, setting up games, shipping prizes, merch design, logos, uploading proper content, still better than real work. I love it. Yeah, it is. But like, man, you just list a mouthful of stuff that people don't think about. Like if I'm gonna sell merch, Just for Fun Fishing, please consider looking into Pod. It's called it stands for Print on Demand. It can help your merch a little bit easier. It's where you don't then you put your logo on things, and then as people buy them, it can ship it out. It'll save you a lot of time not having to go to the post office. The only thing I recommend is there tends to be a trend where a lot of these companies who do Pod, like Redbubble or something, some of their items are really cheap. It's always recommended if you go the route of Pod to get at least one beta thing in and test it out. Make sure it's the quality's up to your standards. You don't want to send that to your fans and your community for them to be like, oh man, this is cheap. So that's another thing you can look into. I was thinking about doing that for merch for this show too. But I mean, that's also kind of down the line for me because I got a lot of things to work on. Red Bull gives you wings. Have a good one, Paranator. He's the one with, he just hit 1,000 subs, Bronny. He's at like 1.01 subs, I think. At least as of the last couple days ago. I'll watch you barber. That'll be pretty cool. I think I missed. If it pays the bills and you are happy with what you do, a job is a job. That's true. I just want to be cautious about telling people to turn their hobbies into a career, because it definitely can ruin it for a lot of people. Made my life better, but it doesn't always do that. All right, guys, I'm going to get off. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, just for fun, congrats on that 1K. I was there when it happened. It was so fun to watch. Ran into Baronator in that stream. That was really cool. Thanks for the cool stream, just for fun. That was super cool. That was fun. That was so fun to watch. Yeah, Baronator. Yeah, I ran into you a couple times that night on that stream. That was cool. Congrats on that. That was pretty cool. Guys, I'm gonna get off. I got a lot of things to do. I have to make sure I put you guys the 3 avatars back, and I have a special box for you guys. Javier, your goat is coming in. I'm excited for your goat to get in. Oh, I also have a notepad, so that way I don't forget who's who. You guys, thank you so much for another fun stream. This has been awesome. I'll be back on tomorrow. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow for a stream or 2. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you, guys.